People often ask me what the difference is between psychology and psychotherapy. I actually get this question so much that I decided to put this short explainer video together for you. The two words are related, but they're definitely not synonyms. Psychology is the scientific study of the human mind and its functions, especially those affecting behavior in a given context. Psychotherapy is technically the treatment of mental conditions via communication and interaction. Air quotes around mental conditions because I think many people go to therapy to get to know themselves better and to increase personal insight, and I think that's great. Psychology is the branch of social sciences that studies the brain, the mind, and behavior. Psychotherapy is one application of that science. Let's talk about some of the other applications of psychology that we see in our world, because it's all over the place. A really good example is in advertising, sales, and marketing. If you've ever seen an ad saying something like, "Buy now, supplies are running out," the ad was designed to trigger a sense of scarcity in you in the hopes that you might behave impulsively. This is the science of psychology in action, even though it has nothing to do with therapy. Another good example has to do with things like con artistry and pickup artistry. If a man says to a woman, "Hey baby, your face is really pretty. You'd be super hot if you lost 5 pounds," that's called a neg. He's insulting her because, ironically, it might make her want to work harder to impress him. That kind of dynamic creates, or can create, a power differential. It's definitely an example of psychology in action, even though it has nothing to do with psychotherapy. The third and final example is the gravest and the most glaring. Psychologists have consulted with the CIA to make their interrogation tactics more effective. The fact that we know that sleep deprivation or 24-hour light exposure destabilizes the human mind is definitely a result of the science of psychology. But I think we can all agree that that is not psychotherapy. My podcast, The Nature of Nurture, is about human psychology in the most expansive definition of the term, about what the internet is doing to our brains, as well as how it's deepening political polarization around the world. I've talked to cult experts, gender and media experts, because I'm also curious about the big questions, like how human consciousness works. I've put out episodes about psychedelics, the Akashic Records, and I once talked to someone about how he found his birth parents with the help of a medium. This show is about psychology, but it's not really about psychotherapy. If this sounds interesting to you, please follow along. You can find The Nature of Nurture on YouTube and in every podcast app. In the meantime, I hope this was helpful for you and that it maybe cleared some things up. If you have a question, please let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to help.